Good morning. Hello. And welcome to Frivolous and Frugal episode number 7.
Oh my goodness, we're
Glad you
just
joined us
growing by
today.
leaps and bounds.
We're up to 7.
Like, what number makes you a professional or an expert?
Probably 400.
Oh, okay, we have a ways to go. A good thing we're not good with numbers. Okay, hello, my name's Penny, and I'm the oldest of 8 children, and I am frugal.
And I am Dawn. I'm the 4th of 8 children, and I am not frugal, which makes me frivolous. We are glad you are here. We're 2 sisters who share our love of knitting, our love for the knitting community, and we just like to show you what we're working on and what our future looks like as far as our knitting goals go. So glad you joined us.
I'm sorry I spoke
That's
right
right.
over you. Thanks so much for our returning guests. We so appreciate you taking time and making time to just pop in and see what's happening with us. And if you're a first-time visitor, woohoo! We're very excited you're with us. So please grab your note-taking device, your knitting, and sit back for a beautiful little twist of the Frivolous and Frugal.
So what is our goal for this episode?
What's on your needles? So we have a few projects on our needles, so we want to catch you up on that very quickly. And I think I'm going to start out.
Why don't you tell us what you're wearing first?
Oh, thank you. I am wearing the dotted cashmere cowl. Now, I probably should choose a different modifier because this is not cashmere. This is, but I could say that and people could think it is. It is actually a pattern on Ravelry. It is a paid for pattern, and it is knit out of Behind the Pines merino superwash wool. And so very quick, just very easy, and it's a little bit of a nice tonal blue. And as you can probably tell by now after watching us, I really like blue.
Yep.
So many of the garments that I knit for myself are blue.
Yeah, for your eyes.
Mm-hmm. So,
Nice. That's a
what are
quick
you
knit.
all wrapped up in?
This is a little bit older shawl. This is Sprite's Fen. It was part of the Shawl Society, I'm going to guess 2. Malabrigo sock. I think it was Impressionist Sky.
Ooh.
Just a nice, and I rarely wear blue, so it's kind of fun that we match.
I know, and that wasn't even planned.
And then I'm thinking I should probably do more blue. I tend to do
think
the
so.
brighters, but yeah.
That's a good color for you.
Yeah. And I think she's going to do Shawl Society 4.
I don't want to hear it. La, 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 la. Oh my goodness. We
What
just
the heck?
can't
Let's
say
throw some
no.
more on our wait list. How long can a Q be and still be a Q in Ravelry?
I don't know, but obviously someone brought it to my attention that I don't know the difference between favorites and queues and shopping cart. They're all full, and I have no idea why.
I don't know who put them there, but bye. Oh, here's me. Bye, bye, bye.
Uh-huh. Well,
You
yeah.
have much more control.
Yeah, mine is just my shopping cart.
Yeah, so what is on your needles?
Well, actually, if you watched our last episode, you will have heard me talk about the Emin stocking cap. That is a pattern by Susan B. Anderson. First one I knit was in a Cascade Anthem cord. Anthem cords.
in the Packer colors.
In the Packer colors. Now I've switched to a Cascade 220 Superwash, which has drastically changed the size of my hat. So I think I will knit these for the smaller men in my life who will be getting Christmas gifts, like the teenagers and the young adults.
That is going to be nice. And you are just loving the dark colors. Don't you find them hard to knit with?
I do, because typically I knit on circs that have black tips. And that's what I knit the Packer hats on. What are the names of these? You know.
Are those
Knit
carbons?
kits? They're carbons, thank you. And with the black, that's really hard to see. But these are a size 7, and I dropped my needle size down to a 5 to get the fabric I wanted.
Gotcha.
So that's why I had to sneak these out of your case.
Somebody told me that they just put a white towel over their lap
Yes.
so that you can see it. And then I'm telling you,
Good
it's
idea.
the LED lights, right?
Oh,
The
I know.
outlights
I
or
know.
the headlights.
Hey, I have a headlamp, by the way,
Yeah.
that I knit with.
Not a headlight. Okay. And so that's nice too. Just don't do it while you're driving.
Only a couple of us need to be reminded of that, by the way.
Every once in a while. So again, that's your hat for the guys for 2019.
Yes. And the reason I go with dark colors is that most of my guys wear neutrals, and
They do,
not many
yeah.
of them wear brown. I'd like to do some color work hats, and I think right now I've kind of found a pattern that I'm leaning toward for 2020 that's going to be those charcoal grays and blacks and
Yeah.
whites.
Oh,
I'll try
color
that.
work.
I know. And what about you?
I
What is
am
on your
still
needles?
working on. I have one sock done, and let me see if I can grab a block real quick. So, our lovely sister-in-law Stephanie has graciously volunteered to be my recipient of these socks. They're not blocked.
Don't you love these?
This yarn is unbelievable. It's called Trench Coat. It is by Turtle Pearl. I think the Etsy shop will link to that. With the obviously the contrasting heel toes and cuffs. She was with us in Chicago in December, so I was able to get the foot done to really just get her fit perfect. So this is the fish lips kiss heel. And then yesterday she tried them on and loved them. So now I will work on the duplicate one. You know, is it Burberry?
Burberry?
That is this colorway she hit head on her trench coat. I just love it.
I
It
do
looks so
too.
good on her. And you know what? She's just so knit worthy.
She is very knit
She
worthy.
loves the hand knit socks. So
Yeah, our sister-in-law
and this
very
is
good.
a vanilla pattern. I'm a toe up sock knitter, so yeah, nice.
Very nice.
And so you know, it's when you order them, you get the two of the mini skeins, the 250-gram skeins, so they're identical socks.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And why do I think you gave me some turtle pearl? Did you?
I don't know. I think you bought that at Simply Socks in Fort Wayne, didn't you?
Oh, maybe I did.
I
Maybe
think so
did.
when we went there.
Yep, you went
Simply
right. I have
Sock.
one more of theirs. I forget the colorway, but yeah, nice
Those
yarn.
are
Yep.
gorgeous.
Nice.
I
So
like
hopefully I'd
that.
like to get them for her, maybe to give her to on the 4th of July when we come to your house.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So.
absolutely.
All right, so that's what's on that set of needles.
Woo, wonderful. Well, my next item that is on my needles is for our granddaughter who is 1 month old. And I always knit my granddaughters a complete christening or dedication set. So I just cast on the front half of her gown. And
That's just the front
that,
half, huh?
this thing's going to be huge. I think she'll be able to wear it to her senior prom. And
It might be done by then.
that's what I told her mama yesterday. I'm shooting for her senior year. The name of this pattern is the Pleated Herringbone set, and it comes from a Leisure Arts collection. So I will do the hat, the booties, the blanket, and the gown.
So
And
that
then-
is going to be on your needles. That's going to be on your needles for a while.
So this
That's
is where
priceless.
those of you who are out there may understand my trepidation with the fact that now I have so many things I want to knit, but there are obvious priorities.
Right.
So some are getting the boot. They
You
just
have
have to
to.
go to the
You just
end
have
of the
to-
line. Yeah.
Put them in hibernation for a while.
Yes.
And what is
So-
that yarn? Did you decide
You know
on?
what? It is Plymouth Dream Baby DK. I like it.
Nice.
And that's another reason why this is going to, all of the girls' gowns have these big flowing skirts. This is going to be big and flowing because I don't think she's going to be dedicated until she's 6 months old. So I ordered 15 skeins, and if I calculated it right, I should have a third of a yard left over when I'm finished.
Maybe you could tie a bow on the package. For her hair.
I like the way you think.
That's sort of weird. Okay, for me, I had to order 3 extra skeins just in case because I sounded too close. So, that's just a nice yarn too.
It is nice. It's a workhorse. If she soils it, you throw it in the washer, you pop it out and dry it, and then it's going to go back in the bag for when she is an adult.
Right.
So we understand it's a one-day wear. I did chat with somebody, I don't know if it was you, Dawn, or not, who said, if you're going to put that much time into it, why don't you get a quality yarn?
Oh, she's gonna wear it one day.
Well, and babies have a tendency to soil things.
Right.
So I know probably there are different viewpoints, but that's where I'm coming from.
I would too. Makes sense.
All right, what about you?
So this is Fractal Danger by
Martina Bain.
Martina Bain. So this yarn is called Magpie's Magic by Blue Doxy Dye Works. So Laurel is part of our little knit community. She's the dyer behind Blue Doxy. So there are 16 of us going to the zombie
my
apocalypse, which I think must just be a couple months away now. So we each got a skein of this yarn to do whatever we wanted with it. It's been fun to see what people are doing. But it's a Fractal Danger is a one skein. And so you can see that there were some angle changes in it. I love the Hitchhiker by Martina Bain, and I wear that a lot. And so I can't wait to see all of us to decide what we're going to do. Some are doing cowls. Somebody did a long rectangular scarf.
Oh, wow.
One did a cowl, and then got like the contrasting solid pink and other colors to just add it into the cowl. So this will look great blocked out, but I'm hoping it too is something I can wear quite often. And since today's Easter Sunday, it just looks kind of Eastery,
It does.
kind of spring. And spring is just starting to happen in Green Bay. So
We're going to try to catch the 6 hours of spring that they get every year.
might all be today.
Let's try to get a picture of everybody wearing their items.
that would be
We'll try
fun.
to post that once we get up there. Everyone should be wearing theirs. Mine will still be in a skein with a chain
We'll just hang it
wrapped
around
around my neck. Absolutely. And so you'll be able to find me in the group.
We're still going to wear it.
We are. And I just think it's going to be lots of fun to see what everyone gets.
Yeah, and again, I just like Martina Bain's aesthetic.
I do too.
And so I saw this done on another podcast too, which was kind of my motivation. It was on Magpies. Amy did it.
Oh,
in
did she really?
Or she was wearing it, I guess, in some beautiful blue tonals. So that was kind of my motivation. This yarn too just looks so cute.
It does.
So I don't know why it's in a ball and not in a cake. But
Did you
I
ball
probably
it up?
needed to when I wasn't home or something. I can't remember.
Oh, was it while you were... We got to talk about your recent trip. I don't know if it was on that or not.
Maybe.
I don't
yeah.
know.
We'll talk about that. Yeah.
Super.
So that is Fractal Danger by Martina Bain.
Wonderful. And I just have one other item on my needles. Actually, Dawn and I both have this
yeah.
item. We really enjoy the learning experience of doing the knit-alongs with Knit Pearl Hunter, Michelle Hunter. And she currently is running a knit-along, and next week will be the final part to this knit-along. There are 4 parts. And the name of the pattern is the cable channel pillow cover.
Oh, yeah. Look at this.
So this is in haiku, and if you can see this brilliant twisted stitch in the middle that looks almost like a faux cable, you are looking at the back half of the pillow cover. So this was clue number 1.
Right.
We are on clue number 3, but I had to pick up the christening gown, so I'm a bit behind. But we wanted to share this with you because both Dawn and I are doing it. Both of us are doing it in Skasel's haiku.
Is it Kenzie?
It's Kenzie.
Kenzie,
yes,
yeah.
Kenzie. And then we also wanted to share with you something that we learned. Okay, so
I literally just cast on this week, and I can't see the pattern yet.
And I
it
think
looks a little wonky. So when I saw pennies, it was nice to be able to see what it's going to look like. Now, lots of pictures people are posting on Ravelry. And then what I did is I just put the little stitch markers in to do the repeats until I can see the pattern. And so these are called stitch markers. And supposedly you can buy them at some knitting locations. If not, you can use bread ties or
leftover yarn.
Oh yeah, I like.
You can. Just
Really?
make a loop.
Okay. That would work. Yeah, so here, this is a classic difference between you and me in color choice. Yours is so much more visible. That would look nice on your living room couch. Me, there's none of this color in my living room, so I have no idea what it's going to be.
Put it in there
it'll
for a
be color.
pop.
Well, it'll be a pop. Or somebody's going to get it for Christmas.
Or
something.
repaint your living room.
Oh, there you go. That's about.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so Cable Channel by Michelle Hunter.
Absolutely. Now, I will tell you, if you want to join the knit-along, you don't have much time because once the knit-along is over, then the pattern is a pay-for pattern.
Yeah, so
right now it's free.
download it while you can, yeah. And again,
Absolutely.
her videos that go along with the teaching are nothing less than amazing. She's a great teacher.
She is.
Explains it well. Her camera shots show exactly what to do. So, bucket list, I would love to take a class taught by her sometime.
Yep, we'll have to do that in your next trip to Ohio.
Yeah, I just need to make it happen.
Absolutely.
And then-
now, that's all I have. Do you have
I
anything
have
else?
one last one. I have to start another Melanie Berg, don't you know?
Of course.
So this is, of course I'm in the middle of a row.
Uh-huh.
This is
Look.
Perhaps. So this would be the top of it.
Perhaps we need 7 of these.
Yeah.
Dawn.
I'm a sucker for stripes and then this pop of lace. And this yarn is blue fiber silky alpaca.
It is silky.
And
oh
I
my
think
goodness.
it is sport.
You are really trending towards
Melanie
sport.
Berg's into sport. So this will be my second project for the Melanie Berg knit along that we're hosting. So feel free to join us with that. Again, the Melanie Berg knit along is going to last all year, maybe longer.
Yeah.
And all we ask is that you cast on. Don't have to finish it to be eligible for prizes. We'll pick a prize just randomly. Our other sister Nikki will do that for us. She's much more organized than we are.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I love silk and the alpaca.
Dawn. Golly,
Navy,
you have an eye.
believe it or not, doesn't that look white?
It
It's
does
not
look-
white.
What?
It's pink. It's called blush. And you can't see it compared to...
no. Look
Yeah.
at this. I can't
I
tell that it's
know.
blush at all.
Yeah, and even...
Oh.
See what I mean? It's just a tad pink.
It is.
So,
How fun.
yeah, I couldn't be more thrilled with it. And
Excellent.
again, I love on Ravelry where you can look at the projects that other people who are knitting it. Again, some do it in higher contrast, some do it in lower. But I saw this combination. It was a European yarn that I don't think is readily available to us, but I was able to find it in Blue Sky Fibers. And yeah, I don't think very many places have sport yet.
I don't think so.
I think DK, if I understand right, sport's between fingering and DK.
Yes.
Okay, so it's
I-
just a little, or
What-
maybe some people call it a heavy fingering.
Years ago, did people refer to sport weight as baby
Oh, maybe.
yarn?
Maybe.
I think. I could be wrong.
It could be.
Someone with more knowledge can correct me.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
yeah, that
that'll
is
be beautiful
gorgeous.
blocked out.
Yes, it will.
And then it ends with a huge pink lace. The lace repeat gets done multiple times.
I can't wait to see
So
that.
easy to follow pattern. It's not intuitive to me. I just have to keep following the pattern as far as the lace goes.
So not a public knit.
If I'm doing the stripes,
Okay.
like if we're running
Fair
errands
enough.
and Steve's driving around, I sure can do that. But
Okay.
I can't do it, the lace part, doing that. So
It's kind of hard to talk and do lace at the same time and laugh at everyone.
I know, yeah.
Multitasking at a level that I don't have the expertise for.
So I think we just keep working
Mm-hmm.
what's on our needles, and things are going to come up.
They
that
are.
Our goals will have to just be adjusted.
Which brings us and is a wonderful segue into the final part of our podcast for today. Each year, Dawn and I identify goals for our upcoming year, not only in what we want to knit, the quantity we want to knit, but also the techniques we want to learn. So we're going to share with you our 2019 goals and just toss them out and encourage you to maybe give it a try, because it's really something to keep us learning, students of the fiber arts. So I don't care if I start.
Yeah,
Do
go
you
ahead,
mind?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I'll make faces, ad lib.
And you do both of those very well. Thank you. Fish lips kiss heel. So unfortunately, we can't put that in any patterns, but just keep that image in your mind when you're knitting that heel.
You might know.
My 2019 goals started out with a huge experiment. I love to do experiments, not only around the house, but
You
in my
do,
knitting.
yeah.
I love experiments because I think it gives me permission to fail,
Sure.
which I don't mind at all. So my experiment this year was to buy 0 yarn.
Zero, you guys.
Zero. Work only from my stash. And let me tell you why. For a couple of reasons. I get easily overwhelmed with quantity. It just discombobulates me. So when I see bags of yarn or project bags, maybe that's why I don't use project bags. In my mind, it's like I need to get all of this taken care of. I can't just manage it. So my goal is to work only from stash. Now, I did have to buckle and buy yarn for the christening set that I'm doing for our granddaughter because we did not know if she was a boy or girl until she was born. So that, I hope, will be my only yarn purchase for the year. So that's my number one goal. And I'm thinking my experiment will probably last into 2020. Pretty sure. So, I know.
It is everything I can't even imagine doing that. So it's been great. And then I'm wondering, are we really sisters? Is there any genetic similarities other than last name? It is so amazing, right?
I
You
know.
are so committed to this.
I am.
And,
I am.
yeah.
Well, and you're as committed to supporting your local yarn shops and
Yeah.
indie dyers and international fiber distributors and
That's all.
intercontinental. I don't know.
I haven't found any from the moon, but yes.
Well, I'm sure that somebody has a connection. Also, my other goals were, and I'm going to just look down so I can read these. Every month, I try to do monthly goals. Every month, I want to complete a UFO, and I've been able to do at least one UFO completion
Good for
every
you.
month. Yeah, one cowl and/or shawl because I'm working toward my Christmas gifts. I also want to knit at least one adult hat every month and one child's hat.
You've been doing that. Good for you.
And here's where I'm falling miserably flat on my face. My granddaughters would like some stuffies. Somebody's got to help me with this. I am intimidated by a stuffy. I don't know. I've got to figure out how to do that. And a couple people have recommended Rebecca Danger, Kay Jones, and Susan B. Anderson.
I've heard those same three names.
So I'm going to try to cast that on once I get my immediate projects off the table.
I've not done a stuffy either, so.
Okay, well, and if I need some help, I might shout out to you to help me. And that should yield, my hope is, for 2019, at least 60 projects. And I think I fell short this year. I had a goal of 60 projects, and I think those actually completed in 2018 was 47. Those completed in January for 2018 hit me right around 60.
And again, I just love the fact that it's a goal, and then on Ravelry they'll tell you what percent you're at, and it is kind of fun to do that. So, and
What
then
about your? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my knitting goals is I did 50 projects, and so I too want to do 3 shawls. I think I said 6 shawls, didn't I?
I think you
6
did.
shawls, 3 of them being Melanie Berg, and I'm probably already at 3.
I know
for the
she
year.
just knits much faster than I do.
Again, it'll depend if that shawl class keeps going. If it does, that is really a good motivation for me. I do want to decide on my UFOs whether I want to finish them or frog them. So I do have all my project bags together. I do use project bags.
But you can't see in your project bags. That's why you use Ziplocs. Hello. Anyway, sorry. I digress. Go ahead.
But I realized when I was going through them, some of them are just practice ones. Like I have one going trying to learn how to brioche. I have one going trying to learn to get better at fisherman's rib. I have one trying to learn to get better at what's the other one? Lucy Neepy. Double knitting.
Double knitting.
So
Ooh,
those
yeah.
I'm not really. I don't think are UFOs. But I have some fair isle. I was trying to learn stranded knitting. Some of that stuff I'd like to either finish or frog.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I don't want that to get overwhelming.
No. But that could be a good challenge for us in one of our episodes. Finish your frog knit along.
And I think that is amazing. And then if you're going to frog it, I'm not frog too much, but my guess is it's all going to be kinky, that wavy yarn. So then probably re-wet it, skein it, re-wet it. I don't know if I would like to knit with it kinky, but I've never tried.
I have, and I really don't. It doesn't bother me at all.
Okay,
I
so
know
maybe-
some people
yeah.
do, but to me, I can tolerate that. And maybe that's a good word. I can just tolerate it. But it would be totally up to you. Personal preference.
So I buy yarn.
And you do a mighty fine job of it.
Yeah, I'll show you some later, but yeah, I guess, boy, shawls, and then we can move on. This is a good segue. What techniques are you going to work on this year?
Right. So my techniques this year, I did one pair of socks because I wanted to learn how to do toe up with a fish lips kiss heel.
Right.
That would be your cue.
Oh,
Okay. There you go. Thank you. And so I think I need to do probably 2 more pairs of socks to see if I like it. I can see the advantage of toe up, especially when you're trying to make sure the foot
Right.
of the sock fits and the heel's in a good place. So I have no argument against that. It's just that I'm not good at it. So I'm
well,
still
you have to
learning.
see if you like the feel of a fish lips kiss.
Right.
Because you're definitely a heel flapping gusset.
Ooh, yeah, I'm pretty traditional. But I want to do the feel or the fish lips kiss heel 2 more times, and then I think I'm going to move to a different, like the OMG heel,
Yeah.
or maybe a short row heel. I've tried the afterthought heel. a bit too putsy for me, but I did not give it a
Is there
really
sweet?
good
Did I
fair.
hear somebody say sweet tomato heel?
Yes.
I don't know anything
I
about
haven't
it.
tried
so
that one
I'm
either. And then another thing I'd like to work on is brioche. I have liked brioche. So Dawn is light years ahead of me in that area, but that's something that I want to continue to pursue as a goal. And then my stranded color work.
Yeah.
I got to finish my Strange Brew sweater. It is nearly finished. That was just a color work yoke. And then I want to try a two-color, what was the name of that sweater? Anyway, I'll put it in the show notes that I would like to do
from
next.
LA Skein. It is spectacular.
Yes, I think I'm going to have to
Did you
do that one.
say 7 steaks in it?
Has 7 steaks. Yeah, what is her name again?
Ellie from Skein Knits.
Skein Knits. It is a beautiful 2-color work cardigan. It has a steek up the front, 2 steeks along the back collar, 2 steeks for or maybe 3 steeks for shaping, and then 2 steeks for your armhole. I want to do it because once I cut that Strange Brew, steeking will be no longer
I
intimidating.
hear everybody say I've never steeked, but I watched her latest. I mean, the last podcast I watched. I don't know if it was her latest.
Okay.
She just introduced a knit-along for that sweater.
Oh no,
Yeah, it's spectacular. So I can't wait to see that.
that would be tempting. But I can't kick off the granddaughters.
I know you can't.
Ugh. Okay.
You can't.
No, I can't. And so obviously steeks are on that. So what about the techniques that you're looking at?
Brioche continues to be top of my list. So my ultimate goal is one of my shawls this year. I want to do the Sizzle Pop shawl. I think it's by Lisa Robinson. And it is a brioche that has the leaf motifs in it. So I need to learn how to increase and decrease. So my strategy to get there is I start taking a class next Sunday on 2-color brioche in the round.
Okay.
And we're just doing a cowl. It looked really nice. I don't know if I know the name of the pattern yet. And then I signed up to take a class at Stitches Midwest, which will be in Schaumburg, Illinois, in the first week of August. With I think it's J.C. Breyer. And she's going to teach increasing and decreasing brioche.
Yeah.
So my theory then is if that goes well, I should be able to do that cowl.
Absolutely.
And then I saw the cowl done in yarn from Northbound Knitting. I think that's Lisa Much is the dyer.
Yes.
Again, a Canadian dyer. It was done. She's got that color called metallurgy.
Yes.
It's bronze and gold and silver. And then I saw it that shawl done with black. So, that may be what's the word for like your magnum opus?
It's your magnum opus.
Yeah, some people do like those.
The butterfly shawl?
Oh, yeah.
That was a magnum opus.
Yeah, but that may be mine.
Wasn't that Solaris Circular?
Oh, that's what it was. That's what a lot of people call it.
Like Northern Hemisphere or Southern Hemisphere.
So mine's much simpler. Mine's a brioche shawl. I will probably continue to dabble with Melanie Berg, which of course is the mosaics. But that's going to be my biggest thing. And then color work. So I would like to maybe work on some sets this next year where you do a matching hat. Penny's okay. She's just off screen, coughing up a lung or something like that. I want to do like a hat, cowl, scarf. Oh, Ellie from Skein Knits did for 2 years now stranded mittens. 6 in a year. She has a club, but her very first mittens I think were called the Selbu. So I didn't even bring this for myself. I bought that Let Lopey. Yeah, really sticky, and I bought it in just bright red and white.
I cannot wait. I want to see that club. Ooh, that would be tempting. I might have to join that.
And she is a Norwegian. I think she starts off. I'm a Norwegian living and knitting in London.
Okay.
So her background is Norwegian knitting, and it is just downright spectacular. So, and I think we'll continue doing the knit along. Like if Michelle Hunter comes out with another one, we usually do that. So brioche and color work will be my big goals this year. So
sorry
that's all right.
for the cough.
That's all right, as long as it's not contagious.
It is not.
Well, thank you again for your time today. We'd love to hear about your knitting goals.
Please.
And so feel free to share those either in our Ravelry group. We'll start a group thread for that as well.
Yes, good
and we just are so inspired by other people. So don't ever hesitate to share with us what you're doing and what your goals are.
Oh, absolutely.
And we know that goals are, at least in my mind, they're moving targets. I feel no obligation to knit 60 of anything. But I
Right.
just like to have something on the horizon that I can aim for.
Absolutely. I think it helps us with our technique as well.
Absolutely. Yeah,
think
we
that's a
love
good
to
thing.
learn, as you can probably tell.
Absolutely.
Hey, I did sign up for another class at Stitches Midwest. And I did. And do you remember what it was? I just forgot. As I said that, I just blanked. It is with,
Is it Olga?
who's doing the Roselle shawl?
Oh,
Patty Lyons.
Patty
Oh,
Lyons.
I can't believe
oh,
I just...
my goodness.
Yeah, boy, her videos are phenomenal. Some of our friends
Yes.
are doing the Roselle knit along with her right now, so we've been watching the videos too. But she is teaching a class on how to knit and purl forward and backward so that you don't have to turn your knitting. I have no idea if it'll be a technique I like, but it's something at least to challenge my brain to learn something new. So, and of course, I think they have quite a market there.
I wouldn't know. That's probably why she packs extra bags, empty bags.
why not?
Absolutely. It
Whatever.
brings a U-Haul behind her car.
So thank you again for your time today. Feel free to hit the
Absolutely.
subscribe button down below if you would like to be notified of when we do put out podcasts. Our goal always is to try to meet somewhere every month or so.
Mm-hmm.
And it does look like over the summer we have some graduations. We're going to the Zombie Knit Apocalypse together in June. July at your house.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so at least maybe for the next couple of months.
August,
If we don't have any technological difficulties, we should be able to put out a podcast with a little more frequency.
We're hoping so.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in the meantime, if you need to get a hold of us, I can be notified at email frivolous. No, I'm not frivolous.
You are not.
Frugal Miss Penny
Maybe
at
someday.
gmail.com.
I'll take over. So I am Frivolous
Thank you.
Dawn at gmail.com. On Instagram and on Ravelry, I'm Dawn Marie Knits. We have a Frivolous and Frugal knitting podcast link on Facebook, a group there, as well as under the groups tab. And we'll put Penny's links too, but she is the apron lady on Ravelry.
Apron Lady on Ravelry
Okay.
and the Knitting Apron Lady on Instagram.
Yeah. And we may try to do an Instagram competition. We're not sure how to do that. Not even a competition. Giveaway.
giveaway.
I think we're like 75 followers, so maybe if we get to 100.
Well, if we get to 100, I've got to show you what
yeah,
we are
show me
going to
this.
give. So if we get to 100, we have another skein. Oh, by the way, it's in my project bag.
Yeah, brought to you by Hefty. Or
Actually,
Ziploc.
Ziploc. No, Hefty. I like Hefty. Is going to be from Simply Loved. And this skein is called, boy, I'm trying to think of what is the name? It's a simple sock. That's the name of it. Under the Fula trees. The Fula trees. And you also it also comes with a stitch marker. So
at
that's
that.
what you will receive for the Instagram giveaway. So once that happens, we'll figure out how to have you ping us with your mailing information. And we'll get it right to you.
Yeah, so
as soon
thank
as we
you.
hit how many followers?
I think 100.
100. There you
Or
go.
whatever we decide. And thank you. We keep getting people giving us gifts for giveaways, so we want to start doing that. So,
Absolutely.
again, thank you for your time. We appreciate it very much, and we hope to talk to you soon.
Have a great day, and may your knitting be a sweet, sweet twist of the Frivolous and Frugal. Have a great